Yeah! That was... Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're here taking a look at NASA by ATEEZ. As you can see, I am not home, nor am I where I was originally staying. Flights got delayed, things happened, so I'm laid over at a hotel right now, but we're still going to check it out while we wait for our flight. I am really excited for this. Out of all the tracks that I heard in the highlight medley, this is the track I was looking forward to hearing the most and hopefully having a visual, which I do believe we have because it's a performance video. I'm ready. I hope you are. Let's go. Ooh. That's a good contact lens color for him. That was a cool transition. Yeah! Wow. Ooh. Oh wow. Oh, how fun. With the slow-mo effects. Manipulation of terrain. That's up. My stack. Go faster. Now stop. Faster. Catch up. Yee! I'm stuck. Like nuts up. Like my stack. I love the usage of auto-tune. Seonghwa's tone on an auto-tune like that. He could sing the Yellow Book and I wouldn't mind. Yep. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was Wow. Oh, I'm thoroughly pleased with that. And I'm very much looking forward to actually talking about it here. Yes, of course, I know that they performed it live, but this has stairs. There's intentional prop placement that helps with how they chose to cinematically showcase the dance. So we're going to treat it as such and give it some love in that regard. Hopefully, okay. So we have here, I think I've clocked it, global strategy. That's fun. Artist development director, artist support. Everybody giving some love. Performance sub-director, performance director, Hong Jae-min, Jung Han-byul. We love it, but it doesn't doesn't it say choreography? I always assume it's BB Trippin involved in it. It's subtle, it's effective. I really like how this looks on video a lot. God, that was so fun. Okay, here, oh yeah, BB Trippin. I just saw it, clocked it there. All right, from the top, let's talk about it. God, it's so good. This is really, really nice. I really like the song. It's probably gonna go on my Spotify for sure. And as a NASA girly, I mean, I live in a part of the US where NASA is literally, I commute towards it, like I pass it every day. So it does hit pretty close to home for me in that fun way. In the beginning here, now the kind of mask he's wearing is one where if somebody is painting or dealing with, you know, aerosols, you would wear that, not a, you know, it's not really a full-blown astronaut suit, but I really like the vibe of, you know, the inflation type of fit in white is really nice. I love it. Drop the tools, thump. I like the bounce on it. I'm here, eyes on me, look. Now this part, which is interesting because you have a sense of a blur effect going on here. And I think this one also is pushing the narrative of less is more in choreography, because something that I've just observed, now you can be completely the opposite of me, and that's the beauty of conversation, right? Whenever I'm noticing in performance versions of things, when it's a simpler choreography structure, meaning that it's not as polyrhythmic or hyper complex in the actual texture of a move that we're seeing, it comes across more readable on camera because it allows the camera to step in as a collaborator. And so that's why, you know, I really like that we don't have a music video. We intentionally have a performance version because they're like, this is the music video for it, right? So I really like the look on there, the rock on that. I'm gonna show them Call Me Houdini. Ooh. Yes, I enchant their mind. Yes, I think Seonghwa has such a masculine tone with the auto-tune, specifically in this one, which just makes him such a fascinating sight to behold, right? Because I wish that I could pull even half of the wardrobe that Seonghwa does. He gives Cruella de Vil, and then now here he's chewing me up and spitting me out, and I'm saying thank you, right? Goodness. I never stop. So we had a fun little frame. The press out is nice. And then having Buddy. There's a bit of a limited sight that you can see with the goggles on that. Sweep it up, got him custom. The switch on the angle is nice. They hit it, doo-doo-doo. I like the travel on that. And I like the bounce back on it too. It's really cool. I really like too where you have it depending on what direction you're going. This is a tiered terrain, or it's a tiered platform, so I like that you have a natural level happening just from what you're standing on, where you don't have to add a ton of levels in your dance, just in your dancers, because it's literally here anyway. Now, I'm hopeful for a dance practice of fixed cam specifically, just to see how they calibrate it for stage, but you know, we pick our battles. It's really fun. I like that we also have the opposition of our hinges going in here too, right? Yeah, all that's nice with this brush going down with the arms. This kill 'em all hits. I love that. We rotate it around. Come on with the shoulder ISO. And we hit it through. Elbow is really nice there. 808s. Gosh, so deep they're going to fracture ribs. And they set it up, send it over. A lot of subtle isolations. We got popping techniques. We got waving techniques in here. So I really like that realm of the West Coast side of style. It's really cool. I like that we hit it, boom, with a tension speed change coming out of it. Top it off with some meat. We bring it up, good tension. Boom, do-do-doom with the speed change, and then we send it out. Cook up a special meal. And I like the framing on this. I spit them gold silver, creating a masterpiece. The bounce over with the trace across the chest. We don't change. It's till I rest in peace with a rooftop, heavy tension, and I love just the spotlight shift. Is really cool here. Turn up. I fly so higher. Love it. He jumps on that. Good for him for being able to jump. I mean, there's a chance that he may have been able to see pretty okay, but it does have a sense of mystery. Not mystery, but like a bit of a surprise because we don't see where he's landing. We go all the way to space. We're going up, and then we get low. I really like this dance a lot. I feel like I have a long list of dances I need to look at. I've been renovating my wall, and it's just been really hard to make time to film, but you know, that's just excuses. I'll get around to at least tackling a couple of the ones I have on my list. Shoot for the stars like NASA. The punch is nice. Yep, the marches are fun. They hit it, send it up, which is really nice. The kick is fun there. Arm swings are great. Yeosang is really, really captivating in this era. He's 2 for 2 on killing it on his features. Yeah, and you send it back. I catch that. And then instead of hitting on the side like a Millie Rock you normally see in Entertainment by the shoulder, they're hitting it up, which I find to be fun. Possibly emulating, you know, the glass bubble that you see astronauts wear. Maybe that. Dough going up like a half stack. Yeah. It says hell yeah, Jongho. And then we end up hinge reversing on that. Nothing is set, no limits. I like the pull and I like the wave on that too. It's really nice. The drop down is cool. Straight for the sky. We get low. Yeah, full down. And then we end up doing a bedrock. Seonghwa fans, are you okay? This is a very interesting direction he's going in from what we've seen him do as of late. So it definitely can ruffle, can stir some feelings for people. I feel it. Yeah. And it's the tone specifically for me. Yeah, with the, yep. Irony is nice. I like the columns where we're descending down the stairs and then we're also going up. And I like that it looks like he's commanding everybody there too. I'm a star, but still firing that rocket. And I really love that moment. That's a cinematic collaborative moment where I think they slowed down the frames, right? Where they could really slow it down so you could really get those really cool slow-mo shots. Love that. And you could hear it in the choice of the bass that we're hearing there, and seeing that was really cool. It's stuff like that I was referencing as to why the performance version is really captivating and really cool and charming. And I like the opposition of those who are going up the stairs. He's passing them, so it's a really cool cinematic shot. Everybody watch your heads. I'm a hide NASA the universe is Mikasa. We have another speed change where we still have 2 columns going up the stairs, so there's some structure, but we have it low-key, kind of gives the impression of a rocket. You know, it's nice and straight if you've ever seen a rocket that has gone into space, and then everybody else who's speed changing looks like they're the billowing smoke of that rocket. So cool. I feel like what's really funny is that there's a couple dance moms, because remember I run a studio, and some dance moms are rocket scientists or they work in NASA. So part of me wants to play this song for them as like their hype theme song for "You Better Get It, Girl, Get That Bag." Alien Pass of the World is my stage. That's me! And then they send it down. We have a pocket in between his legs that we're able to see Mingi join the chat. It's scary how my life's turning red like apple stock. Ooh, so they're frozen. The head nod on the bass, simple but effective. Also, look at the framing here, right? So cool. Looks like 2 statues, like I say if you've ever watched Naruto, where you have these 2 grand statues of the leaders of respective villages or nations. And then you have this big waterfall that separates them. And then you also, in Lord of the Rings, you have that with these 2 kings, right? If I'm remembering citing it right, so sorry if I'm wrong there. But that's what that was giving an impression. The hingeback is cool. Good for the dancers on hitting that with those stairs. And they wave it on that do-do-do-do-do-do, and the music, ooh, we're catching that. We send it, direction changes, cool. Interesting glasses. I think the blonde looks nice on him with the extra, like, hair in the front. Collecting stars, add him, subtract him, and make him fall. Cold collector. Nice. And they push it, hit it in. I like the heels going out. That's right, my worth is different. Wow, even my downfall's by design. Wow. And then they're speed changing. I really like the rocks here. Very crater-esque, right? And then they end up interrupting flow. My worth doesn't change. That's right. I agree with that. Your worth is not dependent on others' opinions of you. Now, I know there's probably other things that they're touching on, but that's what I'm taking from this, is that you don't get to call the shots in my life. I have that power. We love it. They send it down. I really like whenever they drop, we use the visual of these these rock-like moments. I'm going to go more so like moon terrain, moon textile. That's what that resonates with me on. Very sciencey. Very spatial. So they hit it, they speed change it out. I like this controlling element you see Jongho do here. It melts are really nice. All the way to space, we're going up. Na-na-na-na, it's like NASA. That part, I'm so glad they played that part in the highlight medley. That's what captivated me so much. It's just do it for the stars like NASA. Yeah, and the bass is cool. I really like the charm of this march. It's less is more, and you can be quirky with it. and then they hit it, send it back. I don't know if I own all white. I think the harder part is not going to be actually doing the dance. It's figuring out what outfit to wear to do it. Maybe I'll wear all black. Yeah, they hit it down. And they knock it back. Yeah, I catch that. Yeah, that. Excuse me, French. Go back a second. Look at this. Look at this. That. Oh, brother. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Having Woo Young hit it there, and I like the toss with the hinge around on the basses. Basses are your best friend on this one. If you don't know what a bass is, this is a song of a great textbook example of finding them all. And it turns into a simple add-on, which is nice. Where the stars like NASA. Yeah, with it more of a tension down. Build it up. And then they end up taking it, they march it, hit it out and up. Shoot for the stars like NASA. And then they end up, boom, doing a nice reverb finish, salute on that. Then look at the visual. Look at the filter on these guys. It's cool. Every night I make it rain. Wow. And then they're messing with speed through the cinematic editing. Come on. But the look is nice. The night's heating up. Head isolated, body roll. Swing the arm side to side. Nothing crazy on this. I bet you, I'm curious, like if they did this for concert, which I know they've performed this live already, there's not an M2 cam of it, which is why I'm hesitant to look at a fixed cam of it. So that's why. I'm glad that we have this, and I'm going to wait for a dance practice, but this may get released separately. But my point being, though, is there's a chance that this dance by nature is going to be pretty boring in formations and in levels and in dynamics, because I genuinely think it was made for camera like this. You know, and it's there as a charming puzzle piece in a discography that if you don't have stairs, it can look pretty mundane in just, you know, movement focus, which I think is fine if you really look at the grand scheme of what ATEEZ has done. It's not like they're doing this because they suck at dancing. Quite the opposite. They have such a big pool of movement at their disposal with BB Trippin', you know, by their side, that they can kind of pick what kind of set list they want to make. And by doing that, you want to fill in the complement what you have. You don't want it to be complex. They have really high intense choreographies, right? You want to fill it in with some different flows, different postures, different styles, because it allows your audience to also take those breathers too. And I do see, just from observation, it's a more successful set outright and everyone's happy. Yeah. I really like this moment here where we're entertaining a potential cobra. Well, cobra is here where you involve that chest, but the arms like a zigzag wave style. The pull in is cool, and everybody gets pulled in, so we went pull side, and then we pulled by tiers on the last two. We drop it down, we're pulsing it like we're at a club and an Eskimo NASA space. I just made that up, but that's just what that feels like to me. It could be because of the white puffer, and we're building it up to a low-key Fresno pop, which is what you see here. Now, are we doing it in a Fresno posture? No, but the angle of it, if you know how to do popping or you've practiced a Fresno, which is this kind of basic, then that should feel really good. I would, if I were to do that part, that's how I would approach it. And then they speed change it. The wave is nice, and then they end up isolating with the arm, traveling it. I like the stoicness of the face here. The pull-in is really cool, hitting it low, bringing it in and through. So the part's a little bit harder to read because there's more quick camera changes, and so it does cut off not the flow per se, but it does cut off where you're looking in focal point from what you normally would look at in a fixed cam, right? So they hit it with the fingers creating tension on the second half of that. It's really nice. They open it up, and then we have a salute. They send it, and then we all rotate to the back. That was really fun. I genuinely enjoyed that a lot. Between Adrenaline and NASA, I really like NASA's sound a lot, and I think the performance version really helped elevate it into a really fun place, and it helps you be able to understand what kind of choreographic intention BB Trippin's going off with it, because you're not going to have that for you know, a regular music bank show. So I'm really happy they have this. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more ATEEZ and you don't see it on YouTube, there's a good chance I've looked at it on Patreon. It all has been early release there. This also is early release there too. If you're impatient, you can go binge over there. They have a whole collection of stuff that will never see the light of day on YouTube, just quite simply because it's blocked. And I can't have nice things, but we can in certain third-party websites. So you guys know me. I'm Jess, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.